Today we're looking at the Thanet Flyer train set from Bachmann. Would it make a good Christmas present? Is it the lemon that Sam's Trains says it is? Or is it a peach? Or is it a star performer? Let's find out. The rustling you can hear in the background is Mr. Wilkie, who has got up on the layout. There's not a fault with your sound. Of interest is the artwork on the box. Here we see depicted the N-class Southern locomotive in Southern malachite livery. It has two route indicator discs on the front, and behind it are two Bulli coaches in Southern malachite livery to match the engine. This bridge is a Bachmann Scenecraft item and is not a scratch built bridge built to resemble any real location. In the background you can see there are the fishing huts, fishing shops, net shops, and this is another Scenecraft item. This train set is still available from the retailers at the recommended retail price, which is £179.99. I got it for slightly less than this by mail order. Turning the box over, you can see there's some quite interesting information on the back. It says model collect and crate with Bachmann. It's about the Bachmann Collectors Club. And down here are the other train sets that Bachmann offer. The Shakespeare set, and the ambulance set, the Midland Pullman, and the Railway Children's set. Opening the box, you see that on the side there's a depiction of the train as it would be assembled on the track. And inside we've got a Bachmann controller, Class N loco in malachite livery, and two coaches. And you get a connector, you get a power connector. It's quite a substantial power connector. And I think it must be a linear power supply, but it says it's a 1 amp power supply, so it's more powerful than the Hornby power supply. Lifting the top layer out of the way, like a box of chocolates. You can see we've got track. We've got just enough to make an oval. There's no points. And inside we've got a Bachmann leaflet. I'm sorry about all the rustling, but here's the culprit. The leaflet shows the track sections that are supplied by Bachmann. These track sections are the same as Hornby track sections, and they are the same as Pico set track. There's an instruction leaflet. It says, please read this instruction leaflet before reading your train set. Which just tells you how to connect up the track. Inside the leaflet is a poster, which is quite nice. Here is a mention of the Dynamis Ultima DCC system, which hasn't been released yet. So obviously that demonstrates that this train set is a recent product. Here is the beautiful N-class mogul from Bachmann on the turntable. This is a 360-degree view, as you can see. Notice the lovely sunshine lettering on the tender in gold, picked out in gold. This livery was used between 1941 and 1948, when the railways were nationalised and came under British Rail. You've got to remove these two bits of polystyrene. In fact, it's one piece of polystyrene. Looks like two, but it's one. Yeah. We are ready for the initial loco test, but Mr. Wilkie the cat's holding up the production. But nevertheless, it's going to be his lunchtime soon, so he'll be soon getting down from this layout. Now for the initial test, using the supplied Bachmann controller. Well, seems to be running okay. It doesn't seem to be stalling on the points. Seems to be quite a good crawl too. It says in the instructions that you are to give it half an hour's running in each way, so I'm going to do that. Well, it does not merit the title of the derailing train at all. No problems with that. No. Seems to be okay. Included in the set are a southern brake coach and a southern open composite coach. You can see here there's the southern branding, which was used until 1951. The kind of connecting lead supplied with this Bachmann train set is a standard stereo lead, which means you can just plug it in with an ordinary stereo lead, and the other end, if it's a stereo lead, you just plug in the red connector into your layout. Otherwise we would have to use this thing that they supply, this contraption, which is not difficult to fit. These are the net shops from the Bachmann Scenecraft range. These are the net shops that appear on the illustration on the front of the train set box. This fishing boat is also a Bachmann Scenecraft item, and here we've got some grit to represent a beach. This is the Bulli Coach you get with the train set. It is extremely similar to the British Rail Mark 1 in green livery, except you can always tell the difference because it has a third class number 3, third class on here, but third class was abolished when the British Rail Mark 1s were introduced. If I just pan along here, you can see I've got the British Rail Mark 1 coach there. If you compare the Bulli Coach with the British Rail Southern Mark 1 in green livery, you notice they are extremely similar, except that the malachite green is slightly lighter than the British Rail Southern green. Also with the Bulli Coach the windows are larger, but they are basically of the same design. So if you put the British Rail Mark 1 coaches on this train, you don't really notice much difference. You will see this loco from Bachmann will quite easily haul a long train.